So let's look at an example where they're asking us to find the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive of a statement. So the statement that we have is, if Tim is not British, then my shirt is white. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort of label the different parts of this. And the different parts that we have are Tim is not British, that's my P. Then my shirt is white, and that is my Q. So the first thing we need to find here is the converse. And what the converse does is it simply flips P and Q. It flips the consequent and the antecedent. And it looks like if Q, then P. So really the hard part of doing the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive is simply memorizing which is which. So we're going to find the converse and we are going to go ahead and we're going to just flip around. So instead of starting with if Tim is not British, we're going to start with if my shirt is white. Then we have P, which says Tim is not British. Now don't be confused by the fact that our P is a negative statement. That doesn't matter. We're simply going with what we have labeled P to be. Next, we're going to look at the inverse. What the inverse does is it actually just leaves P and Q where they are, but it negates them. So this looks like not P, then not Q. And so when we look at this statement, we're going to leave the if Tim is not British first, but we're going to negate it. And that becomes if Tim is British, then, and instead of my shirt is white, we're going to negate that and it's going to become my shirt is not white. And so that is the inverse of my statement. Now we're going to look at the contrapositive. And what the contrapositive does is not only does it flip P and Q, but it also negates them. So we get not Q, then not P. And so my new statement for my contrapositive looks like not Q. Well, Q is my shirt is white. So that becomes if my shirt is not white, because that's the negation of my shirt is white, then Tim is British, because that is the negation of Tim is not British. And so now we have the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive of our statement. Again, the hard part here really is just memorizing which is which.